Welcome back or welcome to Allie Sew Crafty. I'm Allie, the owner and designer here. Today I'm bringing you along for week 5 of my fall collection countdown. This is the behind the scene process where I share with you what really goes on, some business tips, some sewing tips, and just life in general. You know, those things that didn't go as planned. That if you want to see the final collection when it's launched before everybody else, make sure you fill out your information in the link below and I will notify you. And other than that, just grab whatever project you're working on, your coffee, your tea, and let's get started. We're entering in the 5th week before the launch of this collection, which means I'm in a almost panic mode because I need it to be done 2 weeks ago. Today, in between, after I finish working, because I have to work this afternoon. So today, in between dinner and whatever else I have going on this evening, I have to sew. What I did is that I'm going to start with all of the browns. So I'm going to finish all of the browns. I divided them by style and I bundled them with the lining and the exterior all together. I took, I set them apart so that I can have them ready to start sewing right away. So I have my lining, I have my pockets, I have everything. Everything has tags, so it's ready to go. I'm also getting the hardware out because this hardware is the bronze, antique bronze type of hardware. So it's a little bit, it's not silver. So I have to get that out and I have to cut the zippers now. So that once I cut the zippers and I add the zipper pulls, I will start by making the wristlets. That's what I'm going to do first. The sewing machine is already threaded, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut and I have the pieces, all these pieces separated also for the Flexi frame, that even though they don't have zippers, I have to cut the tabs and I have to make sure I have the Flexi frame to insert. And I also have the fabric here for the tabs, to make the tabs. So the next thing is cut the zippers, add the zipper pulls, and get started. So these I ordered separately because I thought they were so cute, and I didn't really have enough of the zipper pulls that came with this zipper. I think I used them on something else, obviously. And so I had ordered these a while back and I haven't used them, but they all come in this plastic that is like super sticky. And I guess I don't know. Anyway, it's fine because it protects them from getting scratched or whatever. That's probably what it is. I wanted to use the zipper pulls that come with the zipper because I wanted to use these only for like special edition products, limited edition, for the that way I can just you know, they're a little bit different and cuter too, but also because I can actually take the pictures of the basics, because these are going to be my standard basics, right? So if I take the picture, I don't want to, and you know, all I have to do is just take one picture and remake them, and I don't have to keep taking the pictures over and over. And so those zipper pulls that come with the zipper are just there, available. I don't have to order anymore. They come with the zippers. But so that was the idea. But now I find myself that I may not be able to do that. If I make one, or when I make more, I may have to take the pictures again or keep ordering these. I hope they're available. I hope I can find more, because that's the thing. Sometimes you think you can find something and you think you can buy it again, and then it's not available anymore. So if I have to retake a picture, I just have to retake a picture, you know. But that wasn't the idea. So they're here now. Now I'm going to just add the zipper pulls to all of them. They do get a little bit stuck. I noticed that. Some zipper pulls are like smoother than others, but yeah, this one came through. It's just not perfect. I have a little tool in my cabinet that's stuck to the cabinet that it's easier to enter the zipper pulls to the zippers instead of me trying to do it like this, especially when, you know, it's easy when the zipper pull just slides, but these are a little stuck. So I'm just gonna go in that wall and add the zipper pulls that way. So I've added the zipper pulls to the zippers, and I made the wristlet wrap, the wristlets for all of the pouches. You know, it's only 4 wristlets that I need. So all that is done. Let's move on to the next step. To make the tabs, I decided to, instead of cutting each little tab by the measurement and then stitch them all together, I decided to just take the one strip of fabric that I had already cut, fold it, press it, and stitch it on both sides. And after I did that, then I added the D-rings, whatever is needed, and stitch them together. First of all, this way they don't get lost. Second, it was way faster this way, way faster. Saturday afternoon, that's where we are right now. This morning I had to run some errands, and I had to drop off a scarf towel that I sold yesterday. And other than that, it's just, you know, oh, and finish the video for the countdown for week 7 and week 6, right? The one before this video. So all of that has been done. I just have to finish up a couple of things for the YouTube video, like the thumbnail and titles and things like that. But at least the video's up, and I'm waiting for YouTube to process it. But we're going to start sewing, and all the tabs are here now, and all the zippers have zipper pulls. So I'm gonna make the flexi frames right now. That's what those are fast and quick to make, easy, and I can usually get those out. I like to get out the things that are quick first, like the wristlets, flexi frames. And then the next one is the zipper pouches. But yeah, it doesn't matter after that. They're all kind of the same. But anyway, let's get started. finished the two Flexi frames in brown. It was okay, you know, no problems. Only one of the Flexi frames got a little stuck with the fabric, so it took me a little bit of time to get it out, but it was fine. But I don't know if you can notice, but I made a mistake. Neither one of them have a tag. I forgot to put my Allie Sew Crafty tag. And it's kind of late now. I am not going to try to add it. I have the tag on the inside for the Psalms 34:5, but that's about it. It's fine. I am not going to stress about it. When I make the next ones, you know, the future ones, I'll make sure to add the tag. But for now, these are going to stay just like that. The two keychain wallets, they're done. Pretty cute, don't they? They turned out really, really nice. And the wristlets are done. So this brown color is really popular this year. I mean, it was pretty fast. I mean, I really didn't have any issues making them. All I have is a little bit of a crooked neck. I think it's because my desk is very low. And I asked my husband, but he was explaining that something about the way the desk is may not be a good idea to lift it up. I don't know, but I think I need it. But anyway, okay, I mean, that's it. Let's move on. I'm gonna take a quick break for my neck because it is bothering me. But I think next I'm gonna do the phone wallet. Consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel if you have learned something today. It's done. So you can put 1, 2, and then a couple more things here. I also stitched the zipper. I started working on that, but you know, I'm not done yet. And I added the 2 tabs on the back. So I want to finish this today, the brown one, and I want to finish what else I have to finish? Oh, the boxy and the open white. It may not happen today, but I'm gonna try. I haven't even done my planner for today either. I have to, usually what I do is that I write down kind of like what happened that day, what I did, and plan, you know, what I want, the 3 things I want to do the following week, which will be this week. And to be honest with you, I'm at the point that if I manage to do one thing, I'm happy. I'm at that point. It's like, whatever gets done is great. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit mentally exhausted. It's been draining what I've had to go, what we're going through right now as a family, so I apologize for that. I will I'm going to get my thoughts in order and we'll see what I do next. I'm done. I had to take it apart at least twice, 3 times. It took me forever to do this. It was something that shouldn't take this long. But I just it wasn't matching. The zipper on the top wasn't matching. And I said, nope, I'm going to do it right. Which meant I had to take it apart again and do it again. But I did. So I'm getting ready to show you in just a moment, because I'm, pushing the lining inside. I'm done. I had to take it apart at least twice, 3 times. It took me forever to do this. It was something that shouldn't take this long. But I just it wasn't matching. The zipper on the top wasn't matching. And I said, nope, I'm going to do it right. Which meant I had to take it apart again and do it again. But I did. So I'm getting ready to show you in just a moment, because I'm, pushing the lining inside. It's a little bulky, which is, okay, because it's for the phone, right? The phone wallet. So you put your phone here. So the phone, if I can hold on to it. Oh my God, the phone fits there. Okay, and then you can put cash, receipts, lipstick, whatever in the front. And you have here the card slots for the ID, credit card, debit card, that kind of stuff. Gift cards, gym card. Anyway, you got it. I don't like how the tabs turned out. I was supposed to stitch it all the way here and then have the D-ring kind of stick out so that I can put the strap, or I can put a swivel hook. So, I mean a wristlet, like in this case, right? You put the wristlet so it can be a wristlet, but if you put a strap, it turns into a crossbody. For some reason, still feels really bulky on the inside, even though I, trimmed the lining. You have to stitch the lining smaller than the pouch, so that the lining is nice and smooth on the inside. But it's not turning out the way I want it to. I'm going to put this aside for tonight, and I am going to come back tomorrow and look at it again with a fresh set of eyes. My mind refreshed after a good night's sleep, and decide if I want to keep it, or if it goes in the pile of the oops, the oops pile, or if there's something I can do to fix it. Because it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just that I feel that it's still kind of bulky on the inside, and I think it could be that I have to trim off some of these zippers. Let me do that. Sometimes the zipper, if it's too long, if it's very long, it's okay, but if it's not long enough, it kind of sticks out a little bit. So little things like that make a difference. They really do. They do make a difference. And I already can feel it way less bulky. Yeah. Sometimes that, because it doesn't let the fabric finally kind of fall into place. Because you have this zipper that is sticking up. Yep, that helped a lot. Wow. Okay, so that's one thing. It helped. It really did. Okay, that helped. That helped. I just have to probably, take it back through the machine tomorrow and stitch it a little bit more along the sides and the bottom, so that it can fit there better on the inside, a little more smooth. But having cut that excess zipper, I don't want to cut it too short because otherwise it will come apart, but it has to be short enough so that it lets the lining fall into place and lets all the fabric kind of fit the way it's supposed to fit. These are things that you learn with time. Now the tabs in the back, it's not bad. They're not bad. Did I have another idea? I did. I had another idea for them, but they're not bad. So I'm gonna leave it just like that because it works. Okay. Like I said, I had other ideas, which for the next one I will, try to get my idea in there, do it the way I thought. Something else is the lining. I kind of have to trim off a little bit of it too, even though I stitch it to be like smaller. You also have to trim it because again, all that what it does is creates bulkiness. Yep, so you see it's like very narrow here, and that is going to help. So like I said, I'll wait until tomorrow. I'll finish it up tomorrow, but the foam wallet is done. I finished the brown pouches. Everything that is in the brown fabric is done. The open wide, the boxy, the keychain wallets, the wristlets, and the phone wallet. I haven't been recording because I was having problems with my SD card. It actually broke, so I had to order a new SD card, and that's what I'm using now. So once that is done, what I'm going to do is finish the blue. Last week, if you see the video from last week, you know that I was having problems. I couldn't finish the blue because I cut the fabric, and now I didn't have the material to make the card slots for the phone wallet. And in reality, I didn't make any of the phone wallets. Like, I have 2 cuts for that, and I didn't. What I did is that I made the boxy pouch, and all I have to do is add the binding here. I have the 2 keychain wallets, and all I have to do is close it, close the lining, and they're done. I will finish this later today, but I want to make the phone wallets. But here's the thing. So remember, I had to order more fabric. I got it, and I order more of the blue, and I order khaki, and I'm looking at it, and I thought I ordered this. I did order the same color, but this color, it's the same. It's the same color. I thought it looked a little more vibrant, the new one. But it's the same. It's the same. I just wanted, well, it does. I don't know if you probably cannot tell, but you see, you can tell the difference. I really don't want to have the card slot color of the fabric different than the actual lining. So I may have to cut all the lining again, just for the one that is missing the card slot. I can still use this one, but then I think I'm gonna do that. Just cut a few pieces for the lining and for the card slot for the second one. And that way I don't have to worry about it. They all match. It looks all the same and everything. So I'm going, and this is, I think I ordered, I don't know how much I ordered, 2 yards, 3 yards. And this material, it's 60 inches wide. So you get a lot for your money. You do get a lot for your money. And let me see, make sure it's yep, 60 inches wide. That's good. So when you have 20 extra inches, or almost 20, 16 extra inches of width in the material, you don't need that much length in the yardage, right? If you get 3 yards, it's like getting, almost 4 yards because of the extra width. That's another reason why I like this material so much. It's water resistant. It's easy to handle. The only thing is that it's soft. So sometimes if I don't have a good interface, if I don't put enough interfacing on the exterior, then it could feel a little flimsy. So when I use this, I do have to put a little more interfacing, a thicker interfacing, but other than that, on the exterior, not on this. But other than that, it's great. So I'm gonna cut these and thread the machine with a blue thread. Let's start it. So I realized that I have to add the tag on the inside of the lining. I don't know if I have the same tag because I changed the design a little bit. Oh, here I have another one. Yes, let's get the white thread in, stitch the tag, then change it to blue and continue. Have this light right on my top of my head. Okay, I made the card slots, added the card slots to the lining, and I added the 2 tabs on the back of the phone wallet. I think we're ready to get started. First step, adding the tags, because you know I tend to forget that. And so we're gonna add the tags and keep making these. I really hope that I can finish these today. I have to stop in about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go to work. But I hope I can finish at least the front panel before I have to stop. Let's see how long it takes. So I like to stitch around the panel of fabric here because this is very bulky and sometimes it makes it a little harder to put the zipper and stuff. You know, it's just a one stitch, just stitch around it. You don't have to back stitch or anything, but it does help when you're putting the pieces together with the bulkiness, especially when you have the type of batting like this one that is really bulky. All done. I finished them. I know I didn't record everything, but I was just trying to do everything at once, and sometimes when I record I tend to get a little confused. I don't know why, but anyway, they're done. The lining looks good, the card slots look good. I am going to probably try to put it a little bit higher on the next ones. I think this is kind of low, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I had to find another way to make these because it was very bulky, and it's not because the machine can't go through the layers, because it can. But what I noticed is that the presser foot doesn't lift as much, and so even though it can go through all the layers, it has to build up to that. So I had to kind of stitch up to this point, then start again and stitch. Because in order for you to have the zipper to look nice and smooth like that, you can't just stitch all the way. You have to stop for the lining when it reaches the zipper, then start again on the exterior so you don't stitch on the zipper teeth. So, but it's fine. It's fine. I figure it out. It's all good. So these are nice and done. And I'm going to close out the opening for these. And so these are nice and done. And then I can finish up the boxy pouch. And I will be done for the blue. Okay, so let's get that done. I have the pieces here for the binding. I have to make sure that they are long enough. So I have to cover, all of, the raw edges. And it's not, the way I add the binding for this, it's not like a regular bias binding, because this is the same waterproof canvas, so it doesn't matter that it has raw edges, because it's not going to fray, and it doesn't have to be folded twice or anything. It's just simply a little piece of material so that it covers the raw edges. And so I use this foot for that. I have a video showing talking about this foot right here, but this is the best foot if you own a semi-industrial or an industrial sewing machine that takes a high, what's it called? That takes this type of foot, the high, what's the name? I don't remember. I'll put the words here so for you to see. Anyway. This is really good. To officially say the blue products are done. Everything is ready and set up to start working on the last set of products for the cream color bags and for the violet, the purple. So I cut all the zippers. I added the zipper pulls, and I'm getting ready to now, tomorrow, press all of the strips of fabrics and make the tabs for the D-rings and the swivel hooks and all of that. I have the wristlets here where I added the swivel hooks to those, and the swivel hook that I was referring for with the tab is for the Flexi frame, so it's the round ones. But yeah, so everything is kind of ready. So what I did this morning or last night, is that I left exactly what I was going to start working on in the morning the night before on the table. And that really worked for me, at least today, because immediately when I came in, I knew what I needed to do. I wasn't trying to figure out, where I left off and all of that. No, I knew this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do the same thing. After putting the zipper pulls and all of that, I'm going to move everything and I'm going to put it back on the counter, on the countertop where I keep things that are aside until it's time to work on them. And I'm going to leave here on the table is what I'm going to be starting with. Guys, you saw everything that went on. I feel like I had some good progress by being able to finish all of the brown bags and the blue. Even though I didn't really work for 2 days this week, there were 2 very hard days. You know, I feel like I was able to move along the rest of the week. So don't forget, next week you will be seeing what happened on week 4 of the countdown. And again, if you want to be notified when the collection goes live, make sure that you fill out your information and I will send you a notification before I launch it so that you can see it first and get your favorite one. Because as you know, and as you can see, I only have 1 or 2 of each. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.